Squirrels. They live in our trees, monopolize our bird feeders, and have made it into popular culture. Today's children have sandy cheeks. Previous generations had Rocky the Flying Squirrel or even Secret Squirrel. Today, Folderol takes a look at some other notable squirrels. In 1771, Benjamin Franklin's common-law wife, Deborah Reed Franklin, sent a live gray squirrel as a gift to their friend's daughter, Georgiana Shipley. Squirrels back then were also called scugs in the jargon of the time. Georgiana named this particular scug Mungo, and he became a family pet. Unfortunately, Mungo got out of his cage one day and meant a dog, and suffered a grisly death. Ben Franklin wrote a letter of condolence to Georgiana saying, "I lament with you most sincerely the unfortunate end of poor Mungo. Few squirrels were better accomplished, for he had had a good education, had traveled far, and seen much of the world. He should not go like common scugs without an elegy or an epitaph. Let us give him one. Here scug lies snug as a bug in a rug." In 1941, an orphan baby gray squirrel landed in the household of Dr. Mark Bullis and his wife Zadie in Washington, D.C. Mrs. Bullis raised the squirrel, named him Tommy Tucker, and began fashioning tiny outfits for him to wear. Due to his tail, Tommy wore feminine outfits, which made him possibly the first cross-dressing squirrel in America. Tommy Tucker became a frequent visitor to children's hospitals and parades during World War II, helping raise money for war bonds, and was immortalized in a series of portraits by Life magazine's photographer Nina Lean. Tommy died of old age while on a trip to the Grand Canyon in 1947. His taxidermied body was eventually bequeathed to the Smithsonian. The museum is still deciding whether or not to accept Tommy as a permanent resident. The Royal Society for the Prevention of Accidents adopted a cartoon red squirrel named Tufte Fluffytail as their mascot in 1953. Tufte proved to be quite popular, and the Tufte Club was founded in 1961. Tufte taught children the basics of road safety, along with his friends Minnie Mole and Willie Weasel.
Now Willie has been hurt, and all because he didn't ask his mummy to go with him to the ice cream van. When you want to go to the ice cream van, always take Mummy with you.
Tufte appeared in books and board games, got an updated look during the 1990s, and is still present on the Royal Society's webpage. During the 2011 baseball playoffs between the Philadelphia Phillies and St. Louis Cardinals, a squirrel bounded into the news and the history books. On the night of October 4th, a gray squirrel ran across the outfield. The following night, a squirrel ran across home plate just as a pitch was coming. Whether or not it was the same squirrel, Cardinal fans immediately named it Rally Squirrel. The Rally Squirrel became a viral sensation on the internet, stuffed squirrels attended games with fans, and the Cardinals went on to win the World Series. There was even a Rally Squirrel mascot, although it looked suspiciously like a chipmunk. In 2015, during another Cardinals-Phillies game, a squirrel made an appearance. Perhaps the Rally Squirrel is still around and cheering on the Cardinals. In Norse mythology, Ratatosk is a squirrel who lives on the great world tree of Yggdrasil, carrying messages back and forth. He's often labeled a source of malicious gossip, although he himself might disagree. In the 21st century, Ratatosk still appears in stories and films, and even has his own Twitter page, where his rallying cry is, "The internet needs more squirrels." We couldn't disagree.